Hey Z, thank you for showing up. Thank you for sliding through. Nice and timely as you do. I think it's just, it's 3 people on here. Whoever else is on here on YouTube, say hello. Come on in. La la la. La 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 la. La la. What's up, MB? Is that Monique Bellamy? I don't know why my throat is so tight today. What's up? What's up? What's up? If you know you want a reading, go ahead and get in line, MB. Go ahead and anybody that's here, go to axzaya.com and book your session. Again, tonight we have the option. And Z, can you what message, Zakia? No, I didn't get it. Let me see. Oh, I don't know what you mean by that, Zakia. Just I don't know what language exactly. Just whatever you think is best. Okay, guys, tonight we have 3 options. Zakia, can you retype this a few times so that once more the room warms up a little bit? You have direct message, direct question, spirit message, or tarot reading. Let me drink some water. Oh, shit. If you're here, you know you already have a question, you want a question, go ahead and book it at axzaya.com. I'm not going to stay on here. I want to just stay an hour. If you're watching from Instagram, come on over to YouTube. Psychic Zaya, if you like a reading. While I wait for the room to warm up, tonight I'll be doing the option of a direct question, a spirit message, or tarot. I got too much crap on my desk. Ugh. I cannot do this. It's funny, the more conscious I become, the less I can take clutter. And tomorrow's my birthday, everyone. So if you come out tonight, if you're over on Instagram, come over to YouTube, Psychic Zaya, to get your questions answered. Thank you, Monique. You can't get access to the axzaya.com. That's weird. Zakia, do you have the tiny URL? Do you have the tiny URL? Can you put it up? Can you put it in the comments, the tiny URL, Zakia? Is anybody else having a problem accessing the site, or is it just MB? Okay, thank you. Oh, no www dot? Okay, I don't know. Thank you, Mia Wilkins. Thank you, guys. Go over to axzaya.com so you can get your questions answered. I'm only going to be here for an hour, so if you know you already want a question, and I'm only answering them on YouTube, Instagram, then come on, go to axzaya.com. You can book more than one. Again, tonight you have the option of a spirit message, a direct question, or a tarot card pull. $25 per question. You may get all 3 and multiples of those. Thank you, Natalie Finn. How are you, my darling? Good to see you. I don't know why my throat. I cannot wait till All right, Monique, come on in and drop your question. Monique, please put your name. Okay, guys, when you drop your question, put your first name that you paid on the PayPal, and then put your question right there, okay? If you're here on YouTube and you already know you want a question, go ahead to axzaya.com and sign up for as many questions. And tell me what type of reading you want when you put in your name and the type of question you want. Natalie, I see you. Natalie, looks like you paid Lakaya. Okay, Natalie, I see you. Okay, and just tell me what kind of message you want. You want a spirit message, tarot card pull, or you have a direct question? If you have a direct question, just put that. Okay. Kaya, I see you have 2. Natalie, I see you. Monique, I see you. Come on in. Okay, Natalie's question is Justin serious about me for long term? No, Natalie. Justin is very attracted to you, but I see he's got a few girls on the hook. He's got a few ladies on the hook, and he has a porn addiction. It's tea time. It's tea time. It's tea time. So move on, Natalie. You know, if he takes you out to eat and you like the sex and you can... Oh, they're saying he's an energy vampire, Natalie. And, you know, you've been working on raising your vibration. That guy's an energy vampire, so I'm not even going to encourage you to be intimate with him. He's an energy vampire. Don't let him get nothing. Don't let him feed you nothing. Okay? Monique, what's happening at the job? Oh, Monique, I'm glad you asked me. I'm hearing heavy layoffs. Heavy layoffs. June, expect abrupt layoff. I'm hearing that you won't be in the first round, but you may be in the second round. Again, I think I said this before. There's an issue happening with their funding. So that, Monique, just keep looking. You're in a good space. You might have to work in Jersey or New York. Okay, Lakaya, overall spirit message was to come in my love life. Okay, Kaya. Overall spirit message, Kaya, your energy feels really good tonight. Your ancestors are happy with you. It feels like you've been raising your vibration, maybe spiritual bathing, saltwater bathing, whatever you've been doing, maybe sitting out in the sun, but your vibration's in a really good place. If you're feeling good, this resonates with you, Kaya, then this is a good one for you to keep doing what you're doing. In your love life, Kaya, unfortunately, what I'm seeing is that as long as you're kind of in that household with the people that you're in the household with, then I don't see your love life coming into blossoming. That the energy of the person, I read for her. So the energy of the person that's a problem really overshadows your love life, and they really don't want you to be happy, unfortunately, because they're not. So with Kaya, what I would say is continue to get in alignment. Find out what your attachment style is and work to heal it if you don't like it. There's that book, The Attached. Zakia, can you put up that book for me, Attached, the new adult attachment, whatever it's called, and then work to get out of that home. Once you get out of that home, which it feels like you'll really be fully out in 2027. I see you moving out a little bit this year, moving back, and then moving out again and moving back next year. And then 2027 looks like you really get out. You'll notice your love life flourishes. But I also tell you, Kaya, that you need to heal your nervous system. Your nervous system isn't healthy. I don't want to say it's not healthy. It needs to be balanced. Emotional regulation should be your goal this year, Kaya. That's what you should focus on. Because what happens is when our nervous system is all out of whack and our attachment issues are all, our attachment styles are all out of whack, we just continue to attract lessons. And it doesn't mean, healing's a lifelong job, but there's certain things we can do so that we can bring in a healing partner that helps us heal in a positive ways, as opposed to those karmic partners that help us heal in very harsh and toxic ways. Okay. Thank you, ladies, for that. If anybody else wants a question, come on down again. Tonight we're working, you have 3 options. All right, Natalie, I see you got another one in. Come on in. I see another one, Natalie. Let me know, make sure that's correct sometimes. PayPal is, Natalie, I see you have another one. Come on in. You guys can get a spirit message, tarot card pull, or you can ask a direct question. Up to you. Tony Blackman on IG, come over to hey Demir Life. Oh, Demir, I gotta slide in your DMs. I have a surprise for you. Remind me I said that. Come in my DMs later tonight or tomorrow. It's my birthday tomorrow, guys. Come on over to YouTube. Get you a question. Hear a message from Spirit. I'm in such a good mood. You know why I'm in a really good mood? Tomorrow I will be alone on my birthday. I will. And in years past, that would have gutted me. And for the first time ever, I'm okay celebrating by myself and for myself and with myself, which is so amazing, because that means I really have healed abandonment wounds. I don't need anyone else to fill my cup on what I consider, a special day. So I think I'm in high spirits because I know that was a really big healing that I had to do. Anytime you have a severe childhood trauma like I have, abandonment wounds are like a huge gap, huge wound. Thank you guys for my birthday wishes. Okay, Natalie, let's go. Second question. The last felt the energy of a lot of love between us. What changed with him? Okay, the last time you were hanging out with him. So Natalie, this guy was mirroring your energy. He likes love. He's a romantic person. Justin loves love, and also you're a beautiful girl. You have a beautiful energy. You know what I mean. You have a beautiful body. So he really is someone. He's a romantic. He's a Lothario. He likes women. He likes being in the energy of beautiful women. So it can feel like there's a lot of love. But and he also is someone, I don't know what this is called. Well, love. They say he does a lot of love bombing. The thing with Justin is I don't think he's highly. They say yes, sometimes he's aware that he love bombs and he does all these things, but not always. He's a lover boy. But just what I'm getting is that no, he doesn't. He's not interested in long term. I don't think he's ever interested in anyone in long term. If he doesn't change his attachment style, he may be one of those guys that gets married when his penis no longer works. Thank you, Natalie. That is an awesome feeling to be okay by yourself. Same here. Same. Thank you, Cypher Workshop. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, or however you identify. Come on over to YouTube, Psychic Zai over here on. If you're on Instagram, get a question. Again, you guys have a chance to get a tarot card pull, a message from Spirit, or you can ask me a direct question. You can get more than one reading at a time. Yeah, I'm normally good alone. I mean, when you travel like I do and live everywhere, you have to be very good with being alone because, just making community and relationships is hard when you're on the go, which I am. I have decided that I'm done. I'm done with the nomad thing as far as I'm concerned. So you have to be. Yeah, I know so many familiar names. Thank you for everyone who's been coming back in over the years and developing with me over YouTube. I'm trying out these platforms. Okay, someone new tonight. Rita. Hi, Rita. Come on in. Guys, when you come in, let me know. Say just put paid your first name. You don't have to put your full name. And then ask if it's a direct question, then say direct question, your question, or if you want a spirit message or a tarot card pull. Come on and tell your friends about me. I'm gonna do that stuff, but I need special book when I get my money up. Okay, shenanigans. That's fine. Hey, okay, thank you. Just know that I no longer do phone readings. That's over. Oh, you're on the other channel with your cipher. Okay, Tony. Cool. Come on over. I'm doing readings, Platinum 4 Gold. I'm doing readings on YouTube. IG be playing games. So I'm not I'm not doing anything over there. Did I shuffle these? Again, tonight you have the option to get a tarot card reading. I am working with the Sacred Symbols deck, which I love. And I'm working with Abiola Auburn's Goddess Rising deck, which I love. Oh, okay, Mila, that's cool, baby. I don't do phones anymore. I had a feeling you were an older client, meaning I don't do phones anymore. So if you you can do an email reading, which is email delivered via video, which is 3 questions. And that is private. And I do let the replay stay up here on YouTube. So people want to come back. YouTube is hard to build on. I've been watching to see how you build on YouTube. Do I Naya Bonds? I don't not the way that I was doing Zoom last year. No, I am going to open up some medium galleries. As you guys may know, I'm also medium. I channel spirit deeply. And I'm trained to do evidential mediumships, which is where I give evidence. It's like looking at Hollywood medium. Teresa Caputo. And a lot of times what we'll do as meetings, we'll do gallery style readings. So it's like, maybe 50, 60 numerous people on the Zoom. And then I just pull what spirit wants to come and talk to who, but I do directly go into a person. So I'm thinking of doing that on Zoom or, I'm trying out different formats these next couple of weeks, just trying out. Like I learned last night, when I jumped on IG, that IG is not notifying people when I go live. So IG and me is, we're done here. YouTube is a science, but it'll be good for you. Be consistent. The people show up to have you focus on TikTok. Cyber Workshop, TikTok. No, I have not focused on TikTok. Let's just answer that. Okay. Thank you, Rita. Thank you. Oh, Rita, go ahead and ask your question. Is it a direct question? Go ahead and drop your question. Again, you can ask a direct message, tarot card reading, or a spirit message. Okay, Rita wants to know, do I see you finding love this year? Since we have time, Rita, tell me where you're located. And thank you for booking with me in the past. You guys, when I read for you guys on the phone, I have a database in front of me with your information on it, your file. I don't have that now. So some people I know, like Lakaya and Monique, because I speak to them all. Okay, you're in LA. Hey, Tiff, what's up? Thank you, Zakia, because I surely be forgetting. Go Go to AskZaya.com, Tiff. To pay. Okay, Rita wants to know. Rita, you find the person before you meet the person this year. So let me break that down. Rita, you meet your final lesson this year. I know you've been through it, as we all have, but I know you've been through it. And I know you've put your heart out there a lot, Rita. But you got one more lesson. It's going to be about choosing yourself and your boundaries. Your boundaries are not strong, Rita, when you're in love and when you're into someone. Your boundaries. Look what card just came up. Woo, baby, shadow. Shadow is all about boundaries. So, Rita, you're going to meet someone this summer. As long as they're not, abusive, I want you to go through the relationship because they're going to teach you boundaries. And then look what card just came out as I was shuffling. Soulmate. That tells me, even though I'm not reading with the cards, I like when I see it and spirit calls my eyes to it. Also, Rita, this person that's coming to you, they're karmic, meaning it's a karmic path. This is someone you've dealt with in the past life, and you guys have some unfinished business. If you do not want to have any children, if your body is still able to have children, sometimes I'm wrong on that, then you be careful because this lover that's coming this summer, it could even be someone from a long ago past, someone that maybe was married when you met or something, or somehow, dealing with someone else, and they're coming back. So that's for you, Rita. Enjoy that spin around the block. Enjoy that. I know it's not easy to hear that, but then you meet your real person sometime between 2027 and 2028. Rita, you should read that book, The Attachment Style. Zakia, can you write down the book for me, Attached, the new style of adult attachment, or whatever it's called. Thank you. Yes, please subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell on YouTube so you'll know when I'm going live. I normally post. I try to post out there too. I got to get a social media manager. It's just too much. Okay, Tiffany, come on in, darling. Again, you go to AskZaya.com. You have the option of a direct message. You're welcome, Rita. A tarot card message, or a direct question, or a spirit message. Come on in. Come on in. I'm probably going to do a mediumship gallery towards the end of the month. Tomorrow's my birthday, guys. I'm just letting you guys know because I love when y'all like, happy birthday. So come on in and get your reading. I'll make it my birthday gift. Okay, Tiff, question 1. Hey, Zaya, will I have another child with my child's father? Tiffany, I thought we moved on past this. I thought you had cleared. I got a no on that, Tiffany. No. I got a yes or no? No. But Tiffany, you'll have to make an ultimate decision if you start, being intimate with him again. But if you do not want one, I do not see that coming with him. But if you change your mind, that's on you. But from what I'm seeing right now, that's a no. Thank you, Mila. Thank you. She says, everybody, Zaya is that one. She ain't been wrong a solitary once in my life since 2017. Okay. Mila was in my top 100, my first 100 clients. Tiffany, I need you, Tiffany. I think you said you're a Libra. Tiff, I just need you to stay. You guys like this video on YouTube? Please like it. I think that makes a difference. I have to hire. The readers I've seen do well on YouTube, they pre-post up like collective readings. Like me doing live readings like this, I don't really see anybody who really, kind of, I do see it on Instagram. Answering questions, mostly on Instagram. I'm sure they do it on TikTok like crazy too. I'm trying not to talk too much so I don't wear my energy out. I see. Well, here's what you got, Tiffany. Let her grow up a little bit because though she may look really pretty, she may have some genetics. And I'm not prophesizing. I'm just saying you got to see what these kids not just look like, what they come out like, what their spirit's in their spirit. Because you mix and mingle with karmic DNA. And baby, you got a whole thing on your hands. So, and also, you have to ask yourself, do you want a family or do you just want another pretty baby? That's the question. And that's, no judgment. It's just up to you. Well, yeah, a little judgment. I would want a family personally, like a whole family, like a husband, wife, kids. I'm very classic and traditional in many ways. Everybody can flow the way they want to flow, but I like to flow classically. Me, I'm more traditional in that way. Yes. Okay, Tiffany. So then focus on that, my darling. If you're on Instagram, come on over to YouTube. You guys throw me some hearts on YouTube so I know. Okay. That you guys are here. Throw me some hearts on YouTube, please. I know that you guys are here. Okay, thank you. I'm trying to log into my Oh, hi Asia. Hello, darling. I don't really have any plans tomorrow. I'm gonna probably just lay around. Oh, my eye. What is this? See, this is why I don't like putting any makeup or anything on my skin because my skin does not react well. Probably just lay around. I might go get a Thai massage. I might go get a Thai massage. I might go out to eat. I'm gonna play it by ears. By ears. I said by ears. We'll see. We will see what comes up. Yes, massage. I lived in Thailand for many, many years, and I absolutely do love them. They are wonderful. My favorite. It's my favorite type of massage, and I love getting massages. But definitely my favorite type of massage. Definitely my favorite type. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm just looking at this IG. The page keeps skipping. If you guys have any friends, please invite them in. Come on in. Okay. That is cool. And where are you guys tapping in from? Those of you here with me on YouTube. Atlanta, Naya. Okay, cool, 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 cool. My live video ended. America's got something going on every single day. Somebody keeps talking about something spiritual with somebody, something. I was like, every day. Uh-huh. If you guys are there, please share this video or tag of some friends, please. I got off. My IG clicked off. Yeah. Oh, wonderful, Asia. How are you liking it? Do you love it? Yes, I did see that plantation house being on on fire. Yes, in Louisiana, I believe, right? I did. I did see that. I did see that. I definitely did see that. That's like crazy. That was we in the age of Aquarius. All nasty karmic cycles are now ending. So it was an unexpected burning down, or was it planned? I wasn't clear if it was a planned demolition but I guess a fire isn't planned. No, that's a dumb question. Sorry. Um, I don't even think they should still allow. Oh, I don't. Right. Fuck architecture. I don't think plantation houses should still be allowed. I think they should all be burnt down. Let the KKK go burn them down. You know, since they like to burn down things. If you're just coming in, hello, hello, hello. Psychic mediums. If you guys have any more questions, direct message, tarot card, or spirit message, go ahead and book. I don't know why anybody that has a wedding at a plantation house to me is racist. Even if they black. You like that's no. Okay, Cipher Workshop. Cipher Workshop, is that you, Tony? It's anxiety.com. Yeah, that's like why would you want to have something like that where people experience so much pain and suffering? How was that a good start to your marriage? Okay, Cipher. How was that a good start to your marriage? And you can pay for more than one at a time, guys, too. How can that be a good that cannot be a good start to a marriage? It just simply cannot. It just simply cannot. Okay, Tony, come on in. All right, Tony, thank you. Come on in, Cipher Workshop. Tell me direct message, direct question, spirit message, or a tarot card pull. Thank you guys for the hearts, the loves, and the 100s. Thank you. Okay, Tony, you want a spirit message. Woo, Tony. Woo. Tony B, you got some money coming in for you. Whoa, my gosh. I don't know if you had a lawsuit coming from a long time or there may be someone passing, but there's some money coming in and some property. I think by as early as September and definitely within a year, you might have to go to court and like do some probate court. But Tony, there's money coming in. I'm also hearing that there's a big opportunity. I know you have mentioned something with Ghana. There's going to be a lot more opportunities for you to travel. I see you doing speech work, both yourself speaking and training other people on ships. So I'm hearing Disney. So Tony, if you have any relationships with people at Disney, if Disney is still something you want to rock with, I forgot if they're DEI friendly or not. I can't remember. Can't keep up with these people. But I see you speaking on ships, like hosting these events, hosting these seminars, and it's like with a cruise line, but it's a cruise line that does cruises for business professionals and like high level CEOs and stuff like that. Excuse me, y'all. And so Tony, I see you getting booked for that, and that kind of comes through a friend, through a friend, through a friend. I will say also, Tony, please spend a lot of times with your loved ones. You know, this summer, unfortunately, I do see possibly people, you know, moving on to the next realm. So definitely, if somebody, whoever just came to mind when I said that, definitely spend more time with that person. Okay. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you guys. Hey guys, over on Instagram, come on over to YouTube and get you a reading. Come over to YouTube, Psychic Zaya. Again, guys, if you want a tarot card pull, this is interesting. None of you guys are looking for tarot card pulls. Oh, yes, Tony, exactly. But you know, if I could advise on anything, you know, and I wouldn't sit in the pre-grief. I'd sit in the fun, and I feel like you're doing that. I take all the videos, you know, make all the memories, and I feel you doing that. I feel like you came home to do that, and that's absolutely the right thing to do. And that's it, you know, and that's it. My grandfather used to say, "Oh, we should all be happy at the going out, not the coming in." Now that I have some years and decades underneath my belt, I know what he means. I used to be like, "Well, what you mean? What you mean, old man?" Now I'm like, "Oh yeah," because this is Earth School. So when you into Earth School, baby, you here to learn, and this is the master classes all day, every day. And when you get out of this thing, you like, oh, I exited. I don't know where you're going on the other side, but you got out. And so, yeah, I understand what he's saying like that now. But I can feel that they feel very blessed by your presence, Tony. That 100% is a confirmation, Tony. And you can go in and out. You know what I mean? Wherever you're basing yourself this summer, you can, if it's still in the States or wherever, go in and out, but spend a lot of time. And whoever's coming to mind, I feel like 3 people, 3 elders, maybe a woman and 2 men, or the other way around. That's who we need to spend some time with. And I'm also going to say, Tony, keep you a ticket on standby when you do go back overseas, because you might have to come home at the last minute this year. This is probably going for the next 18 months or so. Okay, Tony? But I mean, they leave you in a good place. You don't get jerked over. You don't get jerked over. Hello, Instagram family. Y'all going to come over to YouTube and get your reading? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful, Tony. That's excellent. What kind of work are you doing? That's excellent, Tony. So yeah, so then you're bringing, so what do you, like, what kind of work are you doing? So that's good. So you're bringing in because really abundance and love and all that stuff, to be able to expand our lives. I've learned, I was studying with Raina Campbell, Rayna Campbell, and it's all about our nervous system, right? How, a lot of us will get some money and we'll spend it all kind of ways. We'll get some good, wonderful, Tony. See what I'm saying? Excellent. We'll get the love of our life, or a really good person that really loves us, and we'll self-sabotage it because our nervous system and our programming, however that programming comes, may tell us we don't deserve it or we're not worthy of it. That's what it comes down to. And until we heal that, which is stuff I'm working on as well. It's always a work in progress. So Rapid Rewire. Well, Tony, if you want a question on that, feel free to drop another 25 and I can look into that for you. Again, guys, you can book more than one reading. You can book multiple questions, or you can ask for a spirit message. Spirit has a ton of messages for you guys. Yeah, look up Rapid Rewire. I think it's rapidrewire.com, or if you DM me, Tony, I'll send it to you. They're on IG. But basically with Rapid Rewire, it's about rewiring your nervous system and the way that you think mentally, for you in order to receive more and receive more abundance. I'm going to try to study with them at some point. Okay, William Hughes, you pay for it at AskZaya.com, but come over to YouTube. I'm answering up there on YouTube. I just have my IG up because people know me from IG, so I have it up so that people can drive people over to YouTube. But William Hughes, come on over to YouTube and go to AskZaya, AskZaya.com to pay $25 per question. You can book more than one question at a time. And again, guys, you can get a spirit message like I left for Tony. Spirit messages are great because, spirit is going to take us wherever you need to know. And the spirit messages, so you guys understand how I work, they're partly coming from like my angel team, my higher self, my direct connection to the Most High Mother and Father, as well as your ancestor and your angel team. So anytime I'm giving you a spirit message, thank you, Zakia, I could be channeling, 4 or 5 people at the same time, including and in addition to my angel team. I'm also talking to your higher self. Okay, that's okay. No problem, Tiff. Oh, thank you, Tiff, for coming. AskZaya.com. My friend just, okay, Rhonda, come on in, Rhonda. Come on in, Rhonda. You guys, look at this. I got this necklace this week. Okay, Shavani Shav. What name did you pay under when you guys pay? When you guys pay, just pay the name you paid under the first name, and then if you're getting a direct message, if you want a spirit message, or if you want a tarot card pull. You guys see what that is? Oh, hi. Okay, Rhonda, you want a spirit message? Rhonda, tell me where you're located again. Tell me where you're located again. You guys like that? Look. You guys know what those are? Uh, Rhonda, tell me where you're located again, please, my darling. Okay, New York. Great. Okay, great. Rhonda, I might be a little early with this, but I'm hearing leave that boy alone. So I'm asking what are we talking about. So Rhonda, if there's an old lover or someone that you go back and forth with and you've been going back and forth for a long time, your ancestors are saying, please leave that person alone. They are a block. If that does not resonate, if you're like, girl, I'm single and dry and it's been desert storm over here, then there's someone coming in the next, probably before the end of the summer, I would say even the next couple of weeks, who is problematic. They're quite magnetic. They're quite handsome, but they're hugely problematic. And I do feel also, Rhonda, that they may also have, STD. Okay. So if it's someone from your past that you've been on and off with, go ahead and drop that person. If someone comes in, what I'm hearing is the person will be slim and wear a lot of baggy jeans. They may be kind of semi-street, whatever, whatever. I don't know if what they do is on the up and up, but they're just very magnetic, Rhonda. Okay. Not with any X, you're not connecting. If you're connecting with anyone at this time, Rhonda, then that's who they're talking about. So whether there was, everybody defines X and dating so differently. But if you're not connecting with us, so if you're not connecting with anyone, okay, then Rhonda, so then the person is coming on the way. That's why I said it could be someone from the past who you're currently dealing with, or someone coming on the way. Again, what I'm getting is they're kind of on the slim side. They wear baggy jeans. They may, have a little work in the streets. Very magnetic, but that person is a problem and may have an STD. So Rhonda, look out for that. I'm going to say over the next 6 months, but I feel like they're coming in a few weeks. You're asking me a question, Rhonda. Are you in a relationship or are you telling me you're in a relationship? Rhonda, are you in a current relationship? Come on in, Tony, with your second question. Okay, so Rhonda, you're confirming what I'm saying. Yes, you're talking to someone, right? So they're saying the first thing I heard was, and even if the person is not slim cut and baggy jeans, don't worry about that. I don't like to give descriptions too much because what I consider slim cut and baggy jeans is very different from someone else, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like to give physical descriptions unless it's something highly extraordinary, like they got a tarot card tattooed on their forehead, right? So Rhonda, then the person that you're dealing with, that you're talking to now, this is the person that I'm being told by Spirit to tell you to move away from. Okay, that's what I mean. You said an important message from Spirit. The first thing they said is leave that boy alone. So who you are talking to right now, Rhonda, that's what they're saying. Again, the person may have an STD. If you got checked, make sure you take them to your doctor. Don't go to their doctor. Don't let them bring some paperwork from somewhere else. Okay, but I got that very clear, and that was a female. That was a mother. That was a grandmother. Leave that boy alone. Probably the grandfather too. That's from Rhonda. Tony, come on in with your second question. Okay, Tony, I see you. So your second question is about your lover. I may have sabotaged, but has been super helpful to me business wise. Are you still involved with that person, Tony, both intimately and business wise? Is this, and when you say business wise, is the relationship completely done, or are you guys just working together as business people? And I guess your question is there a chance of reuniting? Please give me that person's just their first name. Since we have time, if it was super busy, I wouldn't be, I would just have to No, right now, not in touch right now due to our schedules and distance. Okay, that's fine. He's still very much attached to your energy. So your question is it over with this person? Not quite, Tony, but you would have to go back and repair, or whatever happened. I don't feel like it was a bad thing. They said yes, it was. Ooh, Tony, what'd you do? But what I am getting is you would have to go back and be honest about what you want with this man, and then show him and prove that a little bit, right? Because it feels like he was very interested. He wanted business and he wanted, to be intimate and whatever. But you kind of shut some of that down. That's okay, Tony. It's okay. At least you know what comes up. You know what I mean? It's about healing it. There are coaches that help with that. But also it feels like at the time that he wanted to connect with you, Tony, he may have had someone. See, sometimes with the guys, this is why I used to always encourage my clients to just be completely fucking single. Like, don't be having like lovers on the side, like, little, what do they call it? Your little jump off man, your ex-lover in your texts and your DMs. Keep your frequency clear as much as you can, unless unfortunately you get a warlock who still sits there and does a bunch of shit in the astral realm and try to push future suitors away. But outside of that, when you have people still clogged up in your energy, it can repel other people, even if it's not like present. And so, Tony, what I really feel is, yes, some abandonment issues and some self-sabotage. But what I'm also feeling is he had someone from his past that he was still connected to from a heart space, and you felt that. I'm telling you, what we feel in the astral and on spirit and what we see in 3D, woo, big distance a lot of times. Big distance. I almost wish every one of us was blind, So, Tony, it does feel like by December, there'll be a chance to reconnect, but you're going to have to be honest with him and tell him that you're interested in why you're interested. Yeah, you feel everything. Yeah, you'll feel it. And sometimes when you're feeling things and you feel it hesitating, you can say to yourself, well, is it my abandonment? That might be also true. But you can also say, is there someone in his energy? And when I say sometimes someone is in someone's energy, it doesn't mean that they're even dealing with them, but they may still have love for them, or they may still leave that DMs open, or they may check and scroll their pages. Those are all attachments. That's why when you look at these social media platforms, they're like, oh, who's in your feed? They don't want me to talk about this. I'm about to break the matrix again every week. It's about who's in your feed. Who are you feeding into? Who you let feed into you energetically, right? Who's on your timeline? What timeline are you on? You got all these random people or people that you really shouldn't be that should break with, who's on your timeline. Now that you're on timeline, clogging up your ability to align with the people that's supposed to be on your current timeline. Like, I hate the fact that, like with Facebook, there's people are friends with that they haven't dated in 15 years, but they're still friends with them. Knock that out. Knock that out, because they're holding you up. They're in your timeline. We have timelines. We have dimensions and realms, right? So there could be like, 1 dimension, 2 dimension, 3 dimension, and in each dimension, from my understanding, is made up of different timelines. And we jump timelines every time we make choices, or we move forward and up and down different timelines. And then within those dimensions and timelines are realms, right? Jumping realms. I don't know if we could. I guess you can jump realms, but you can definitely jump dimensions. Yeah, I've been asleep and I don't know. I guess I jumped a dimension because I got caught, and they were like, some people help me. You can't be in this dimension. What dimension are you from? And I'm like, I don't know. Where am I? That was a dream, though. A dream. So when people are clocking your timeline, and here goes this person over here trying to get on your timeline, but there's traffic. Think of your timeline like a highway, and the dimension like the country or state or whatever you're driving in. If your highway is full of cars, the person trying to get onto your get into the same highway as you or the same lane as you can't, because it's all this shit on your timeline. It's all this stuff on your highway. Hope that makes sense. Come on in, Carla Birdsong. Carla, I'm sorry, I just put out your whole name. Come on in, Carla. It's been a long time. How are you, my girlie? Come on in. You know what I should start? I need more equipment. Come on in, Carla. That's wonderful, Tony. That's probably why I'm drawn to your energy too. I see the letter K. Is that Carla? Come on in. I'm sorry to call out your whole name. Yeah. Okay, great, Kay. Thank you, Kay. And I just want to make sure that's Carla, correct? I want to make sure. I just want to make sure. Kay? Yes. Okay, guys, when you pay, just put your name down. Okay, Carla, I'm going to go with a spirit message. We're going to open up. Carla, it feels like your love life is about to get really good. And Spirit is saying, I'm going to say, I can't quite tell if you're single or involved. It feels like a little bit of both. Maybe you're starting to get something. But either way, your love life blossoms. So if you are in a situation where you're kind of starting to date someone new, I see that blossoming very well, but they're saying don't ignore red flags. If you're completely single, then someone is coming to you by December. Carla, get ready because your love life is about to move up levels, is about to move up levels. I'm also hearing there's a possibility of you having a child if that's what you want. If you don't, that's fine. Just tell the child to go back to spirit. You're not interested. But if you do, even if you've been told no, even if you're a little older, Carla, I'm hearing that it's a possibility of a child. Now, I'm hearing if you're past 56, then I don't see that happening. But if you're under 56, Carla, I am hearing that. Okay. All right, Carla, I'm going to choose the African. Which deck should I choose for her? Which deck for Carla? Okay. They got me looking at the Sacred Symbols deck. I wanted to go Oshun. All right, Monique, come on in with your question. Carla, I'm reading from this deck. It's the Sacred Symbols deck. Okay. What is the relationship with you and this woman, Monique? Is it career or finance? Can you tell me? I mean, is it career, finance, or love? Okay, Carla, I'm pulling a tarot card reading for you from the Sacred Symbols deck. Let's see what wants to come up. Let's see what wants to come up for you. Okay. I'm shuffling the cards, Carla. Grounded. Yeah. Divinity and truth. Carla, this has to do with your family. Okay. This has to do with your family, Carla. So what I'm hearing is that there's a couple things that's coming up with you, Carla. You're going to find more people are quite spiritual in your family. Divinity normally means you're rising into your divinity. Somebody's coming out the witch closet in your family, Carla, especially if you have a background from people from the deep south or the Caribbean. I'm also hearing that there's going to be some harsh truths that come out with the family. There may be something around infidelity, something around someone lying about whose parental heritage. This may even have something to do with you. So Spirit is asking you to get grounded at this time, Carla. Brace yourself. Try not to take things personally, even when it's personal, and know that this is a lesson to continuously ask Spirit, what is the lesson in this situation? When I see get grounded, I tell you to eat more earthy vegetables and fruits like beets, carrots, stuff that grows out of the ground, as well as to work on your root chakra, Carla. So listen to root chakra meditations. Wear more black tourmaline and start a meditation practice or keep one going, okay? Okay, MB, so your question is about this new person, blah, blah, blah. I don't know yet. That's interesting. She doesn't know either. I think she likes you, but she also wants to see if she could see herself being partners with you, Monique. So I think that's why you are picking up, like, what is it? It is interesting. You're welcome, Carla. It is interesting. So let me see what I see coming in. So Monique, I will say that if you really grow to like her, because I see you, I think there's some trust issues because of, the whole kind of the race thing. But I see that this is a person you've been connected to in at least 6 to 7 lifetimes. It is a soulmate. This relationship could go either way. It could become very karmic and toxic. It could become quite beautiful. You two have met at this time to help each other heal. She's also someone that can help you break that tie to that other person, which does need to go. So if nothing else, dealing with her will help you break that tie. But it'll be up to the two of you and how honest you are with each other, whether this goes toxic or whether it goes blossoms either way. You'll know what's what within 3 to 6 months. You'll know what's what and be in about 3 to 6 months, okay? But if you're feeling called to be with her and to connect with her romantically, do that. If it's business, I would say start with a small 30-day project, 90-day project, and figure out how you guys work together. I've had business partners. I don't have them anymore. But I always say when you go into business, someone, do a small 6-month max project, 3-month max project. If you're over on Instagram, come over to YouTube, Psychic Zaya, and get your questions answered. Thank you, Carla. That was fun. You're welcome. And guys, you can ask more than one question, or you can ask for a message from Spirit. As you can see, these messages from Spirit are quite in depth. It's always beautiful to see where they take me. To see where they take me. Because it's one thing for you guys to have questions and ask direct questions. And that does allow your Spirit team time to talk. But when you allow Spirit just to speak, it allows them to say things that you may not even you most likely won't be thinking of, at all. You most likely won't be thinking of at all. Tony, there's a book called The Empath Survival Guide by Dr. Judith. I do a replay on these guys, so if you guys don't want your questions in the replay, because the chat replay is also live, you can delete them. I see MB deleting hers, which is fine for your privacy. I understand that. And Tony, when we connect, we can go to a crystal store. If you don't already know these, if you things to forgive me, and we can go maybe to a sound healing workshop or something. But I can show you, I can take you to the crystal store and show you the types of crystals that you can wear to help, different ones. Because I'm an empath. I feel everything, and like, I don't know, my feelings are increasing, or my body feeling is increasing. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I mean, I do know how, but I want to be careful what I'm saying online. Thank you, Z. She's reminding me to hydrate. Did I mention tomorrow's my birthday? I think I'm going to go get a Thai massage. I need to do my taxes. When you're overseas, you have an automatic extension to do your taxes to June. And you would think that would be enough time. I have been behind on my taxes. Being an entrepreneur and being a business owner is not a game, and you really gotta like stay on top of your shit. You gotta stay on top of your shit. So I gotta get back on top of my taxes. I understand, Asia. Did you get an extension? Thank you, Avalon. Did you get an extension, Asia? Oh, I'm having deja vu. Well, maybe we've said this before, but I just had deja vu. I hate taxes. Have you guys tried that jump off your feet onto your knees challenge? I tried it, the jump off your feet to the knees challenge, and I could barely get down to the ground to get my feet on the ground. I'm like, I want to get a stretch coach. That's why I'm doing it by myself. Oh, you're gonna do it by yourself, Asia? All right, Asia. Good luck. I'm not trying to be. I'm not even gonna do. There are a lot of things I don't do. I don't drive. I don't know how to break no damn hell. I don't even know how to do my own locks. I really have some skill sets. I need to. I'm a damn good psychic medium. That's enough shit. And I cook. Did y'all see me try the recipe? This is my own. This is not really a recipe, but I put peanut butter on some crackers, and then I drizzled cold, fresh lemon juice. Did y'all see me post that this week? It was surprisingly really good. To me, I mean, it's an unusual thing. I'm getting more creative with food. Like, I'm getting ideas. I want to make some collard green empanadas. That's probably not going to happen now. I have all these greens left, all these collards left, and it's like I need to eat them. I had them frozen. I might refreeze them, but I need to eat them. I feel like I want to wrap them in something. My son flipped his car today. Was it his angel? Oh, wow. Avalon, please go ahead and head to axzaya.com. axzaya.com to answer it so I can help you answer that question. It's $25 a question. So please go ahead and do that, Avalon. And for those of you who have booked, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, Asia. No, it's okay. No, it's okay, Avalon. No worries. I also made a lentil soup this week. First time, I want to say it's that first time. I think that's my first time cooking lentils, but I'm not sure. But I had some smoked turkey that I had when I bought my greens. I bought like smoked turkey legs. So I cut that up with some potatoes, carrots, just basically like the same thing you would do with a stew. And it's really delicious. The lentils. It's interesting. Lentils soften up more once the soup is done and you let it sit for like a day, then they soften up more. Because I was like, oh, these are not soft, but I didn't want the carrots and the potatoes to get mushy. I didn't want a mushy experience. It is so nice. And I really under seasoned it slightly. Like I didn't add a lot of salt. I added cumin and some other things because I really wanted the lentil flavor to come to the top. I didn't add any tomato. All right, Asia, come on through. And it's so delicious. I feel like I'm eating at a restaurant or a diner. Sometimes I like to go to diners, especially in New York, and get like a big lentil soup in the winter. Another thing you can do with lentil soup, now this I did find online, is squeeze lemon juice onto the lentil soup as you do about purple. It's a game changer. I squeezed lime onto my collards this week. Delicious. And just as a side bowl, not the whole pot. Living every time I live in different countries for an extended amount of time, I do take up these unusual like eating habits. And so one of the things they do here in Mexico and in Thailand as well is they love to squeeze lime on a lot of dishes. Like papaya, fresh papaya with lime. I juice lime and grapes, which is really good for the like seeded purple grapes. They have seeded grapes here from the US. I juice lime, fresh lime, and grapes together, which is really good for the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system, if we clear it, because we have to like dry brush it or move it or exercise it, a lot of times when we look puffy, because I deal with swelling and puffiness, especially when I do this work around the thyroid and so forth, it's good to get your lymphatic system clear. And one easy way to get your lymphatic system clear is to lay in your bed, put your feet up against the wall, and then move your feet around and massage your legs towards your head. Oh yeah, Thailand is amazing. Thailand is Asia in general. The continent of Asia is still my favorite part of the world. I mean, what I love about Asia is you just go border to border and you're in a whole different world. Different food, different language, different culture, different currency, different smells, different typography. The people look completely different. It's especially in Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia. So we're talking about Bali, Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, Burma. Is it Burma or Bhutan? I think it's Burma and Bhutan. That part of the world, the diversity is so serious. It's architecture, every single thing, the history, even when their histories are intermingled or, every single thing is so different. Now, when you go to East Asia, which I've only been to India, Pakistani, Bangladeshi, they all look similar. Culture, a little bit different. That part of the world was really one at one point until the racist whites came in and took over, I guess, Oh, you love lowest food. Asia, you will travel there. And then you get up further up to like South Korea, Japan, China, which the cultures are different, but they've definitely been impacted more by like Western culture, and the people look very similar. And the vibration of the places are somewhat. China's its own beast. China's its own beast. That vibration is so is Japan. South Korea, to me, I was surprised by how westernized it was. I was very after living in Southeast Asia, and I did 6 months teaching in South Korea. I did what's called a midnight run after teaching. I couldn't do it. I couldn't take teaching English there. First of all, I lied. I don't know how to teach shit. So that was also on me. But I was really taken aback by how westernized it was. Like they drove on the same side, license plates, what they wore. Like when I'm leaving, I like Western amenities. So that's what I love about Mexico. Like I can get my Amazon here, Amazon Mexico. The plugs work. So everything you buy, all your appliances will work here. The grids of the streets, the layouts of the cities and stuff like that are very similar because it's still North America. The link is not letting you click it. Just go to axi.com then. I don't know why it's not doing that. Let me take this. It might be the www dot somebody was saying. Unpinned message. Let me do ask Xi. I don't know why it's not doing that. See, let me know if it's working out. Zakia, do you have the tiny URL? Okay, I see Ty just came in. Somebody named Ty M. I don't want to put the whole name. Come on in, Ty M. Come on in with your questions on YouTube. If you guys are over on IG, come on over to YouTube, Psychic Xi, and get your questions answered. Now, this is crazy because I got more people on Instagram than I had last night. Okay, sweetie. Okay, oh, sweetie, I like that, sweet Ty. Okay, spirit messages, Ty. Thank you. Okay, so sweetie, I got a few messages for you for the spirit message. I am getting that your sleep is being a little bit disturbed. I don't know if you've been waking up between 2 and 5. So part of it is you're doing too much caffeine too late in the day. If this resonates, if you're getting up like that more often than not, and you're also maybe drinking water too late at night. So I would say cut your caffeine, no more caffeine after 2 p.m. and no more water after 8 p.m. I'm also hearing that there's some stuff going on. I'm not, I'm going to be brief on this part. I'm hearing that there's some stuff going on with your digestive system, sweetie Ty. I'm hearing that there's some stuff going on with your digestive system. And if you've been having issues with that, then you definitely need to check it out. Lean more towards like a holistic doctor. Okay. That was for sweetie. Asia, were you able to click the link? You're searching on Safari. It should be Ask Zaya. Zakia, do you have that tiny URL link? I can't come out the page because then it throws everything off if I come out. You might be able to go to tinyurl.com/psychic Zaya. Asia should do that. The tiny URL. If not, you can send it via Cash App. You can send it via Cash App. If anybody's having issues with the link, there's the Cash App there, okay? I'll also get notified on my phone. Okay, Ty. I think I see you booked another question. Go for your second question. Throw me some hearts, you guys. Are you guys still here on YouTube? Z, are you still here? Okay, Asia, I see you got it. Go for your question. Okay. Okay, thanks. Okay, sweet Ty, let's give you that. And look, I got my African Goddess deck in my hand. So, sweet Ty, let's give you that. All right, Asia, go for your question, or tell me if you want a spirit message, tarot reading, or you have a question. Oh, Asia, I think you said you wanted a spirit message, right? Okay, sweetie Ty, let's see what the first card. Ooh, self-sabotage, but it's in reverse. That's for sweetie Ty. Interesting. Let's see what the bottom has. Joy, also in reverse. Awakening. Okay, these cards are just in reverse. This is not. Hold on a minute. Let me pull. One moment, sweetie Ty, since we have a little time. I just want to fix them all right side up because they're all coming in reverse. These cards you don't necessarily have to read in the reverse, but I tend to. Hold on, sweetie Ty. Okay. Nope. Yeah, sweetie Ty, I'm gonna pull a card for you. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, let's go, sweetie. Asia, did you want, like, you just want a spirit message? Let me know what you want, Asia. Okay, that's fine. All right, this is for Sweetie Ty. Let's pull these cards for you. Surrender, Isaac. Oh, soul forgiveness. Okay. Awakening. Oh, nice, Yummy. So you are going through a period. This is for Sweetie Todd. You're going through a period of surrendering to your next version of yourself. You're going through a heavy, heavy ascension, Sweetie Todd. Awakening with Yemiya tells me that once you should work with Yemiya, put her up on your altar, or work with any mermaid spirit. The water spirits, water deities are surrounding you, and they want to work with you, and they've been in your lineage for a long time. I don't know if you happen to be Asian or not Asian, Haitian or Brazilian in your lineage, but definitely that. But you're going through a rapid awakening. Now, here's the deal with the rapid awakening, what you're really dealing with, Sweetie Ties. You're dealing with a dark night of the soul. Not easy. You've been dealing with it really since the pandemic, but definitely the past year and a half, Sweetie Tie, you may find that you're just losing relationships, friendships, things are shifting. Basically, you're in a great tower moment where things are just shifting around you heavily. And that's okay, Sweetie Ty. Let people go who no longer serve you, even friends, family, besties, because you're walking into a new version of you. You are ascending. You will have a lot of your spiritual gifts kicking in. Sweetie Ty, this tells me that you've also been chosen by your ancestors to surrender and move into soul forgiveness, but you've been chosen by your ancestors to carry forth the lineage and the gifts. You come from a line of people who are very gifted spiritually, psychics, occultists, mystics. I mean, girl, you got some ancient ancestors that are powerful as shit, Sweetie Ty. And that's why you were also drawn to me, because I do tend to pull those ancient ancestors coming in, okay? So it's really important, Sweetie Ty, that this time you surrender and let go what does not serve you. Let go of what doesn't serve you. As things come up in your soul for healing and forgiveness and forgiving others who may have trespassed you, especially as a child, it could be a mother. I feel a big mother wound there, or mother figure wound. It feels like an abandonment wound. I don't know if you lost your mother early or she wasn't available to you the way you needed to, but if that's the case, you definitely need to heal that. You are going through a grand awakening. You are giving birth to a new version of yourself, Sweetie Ty. Get ready. I'm going to give you this book. Well, number one, you can get my Psychic Development Toolkit. That's over on at bookzaya.com, and that's for Sweetie. Yeah. Okay. You can also read the book called The Untethered Soul. Untethered Soul, I think, is by Michael Sanger. That helps you a lot when you're starting to go through that journey of ascension. I remember looking at that book in Barnes & Noble's downtown Brooklyn, and I didn't know why I was drawn to it. Now I do. I was going through an ascension period. So, Sweetie, get ready for that. Eat really clean. Let yourself cry and feel. Valerie, come on in. Asia, we're going to give you a spirit message. It's funny, Asia, it's funny that you mentioned Asia earlier, because I do see you traveling to that part of the world. You start a digital nomad journey. You start and stop. So you start one like late in the year for the first 6 months, so December through June. Then you come back to the States to make more money, and then you go out again. So basically, by this time next year, by the end of summer of 2026, Asia, you are on the road being a full-time digital nomad. And I do believe, all right, Valerie, I do believe, Asia, that you will actually be a full-time reader. I've traveled the world as a full-time reader. You know what I mean? I've had some freelance writing work for the past couple of years, and that was really just to give me a relief while I went through my own dark night of the soul. But my business is full-time, and it has allowed me to travel the world. Okay, so Asia, if that's something you want, do a mini vision board, start learning these cards, start, opening your third eye, get my Psychic Development Toolkit. I think you got it. And start just channeling messages, channel it for friends, family, get on TikTok, get on YouTube, and just go, okay? All right, Valerie, we're going to give you, but Asia, that's important for you. Hey, Love 22. Hello, my darling. Come on in. Come on in. All right, Valerie, spirit message for you. Valerie, where are you located? I feel like I know you've been on before, but just tell me where you're located so I can tap in a little bit more. All right, Tiffany, come on in. Come on in, Tiffany. Okay, New Jersey. Valerie, you're posed for quite a bit of financial growth. This market is about to go crazy in terms of real estate. Thank you, Love 22. Okay, you paid for a tarot pull. Love 22, what's your name? What's your name on PayPal? When you guys pay, just give me your name. So Valerie, you are posed to go into acquiring quite a bit of real estate over the next 18 to 36 months. Get ready. Start learning about auctions. Start taking some real estate courses. Take some landlord courses. I feel like you may already have a small property, or you are managing a small family property, maybe in the South, if that's correct. Excellent. But Valerie, I see you gaining and creating a nice stream of passive income for yourself, where you don't have to work until 65 at all. I don't know how old you are now, but it feels like you can retire in the next 5 to 10 years, probably closer to 5 if you do work the whole real estate angle. That's what Spirit wants you to know right now. Okay. Yes, that was the Spirit message for you, Asia. Okay, sweetie T, that's right. Yeah, those nights are very dark. Valerie, I hope, and the replay will be up. Yes, Asia, you need to focus on just being a digital nomad. I think I did, Asia. I remember saying something like that. That is correct. Okay, Love 22, you're Tiffany. Wonderful. Oh, okay, yes. Hi, darling. How are you? Okay. Oh, really, Valerie? Valerie said she took the real estate class. She said, isn't that something? So, Valerie, keep going. And Valerie, get licensed because you'll be able to get into the database. I forgot what it's called. I used to have a license too. I used to have a real estate license as well in New York. Child, I've done so many things. And that'll allow you to get to the database to get to the good deals in California. That's wonderful. MLS, yes. Val, yes, 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 yes. And Valerie, you should get licensed in a few states, like wherever states you think you want to invest. I'm here in South Carolina, North Carolina. Okay. So let's see, Tiffany. What's the energy I'm feeling for you, Tiff? Let me make sure this is Palo Santo spraying out that damn cologne. It's strong as shit. Valerie, you're gonna do really well. Make sure you do multi-housing, and Valerie, get you a really good guy that's good for mold, even if you have to fly him out. Like a really good guy, because I keep seeing you running into mold issues and not being able to see it. Even if you got to get a guy that gets in the walls and then he repairs the walls after he gets in the walls. I feel like somebody does that. It's probably going to be maybe $1,000, $1,500 every time you fly them out, but it'll be worth it, especially if you're talking about projects that are over 500 grand. You know what I mean? Let's see. Great. That's great. I was supposed to Tiffany. Let's see. Spirit message for Tiffany. Let me get in Tiffany's message energy. I'm hearing that you're really doing really well right now, Tiffany, with your mental and wellness. Like you're doing really well. You're in a good space. If that resonates, keep going. If it doesn't resonate, you're like, look, I want to begin more wellness. I want to do more emotional regulation. I want to do more balancing. I want to get my mental health in a really good state. And I don't see like there's any issues, more like, just getting your mind clear. You really need to go deep into meditation, Tiffany. You need to learn breath work. In fact, Tiffany, what I would suggest is you getting a breath work certification. You have the ability to manifest with your breath, but right now what I see is that your breathing is shallow. It's not good. It's like, and you need more emotional equilibrium. But whatever you've been doing, I don't know if you've been juicing, fasting, detoxing, whatever you've been doing the past month and change is really shifting your vibration. Like I'm seeing golden energy around your auric field. So your energy is just like, and you may feel it, Tiffany. You may feel lighter. You may feel like you can't be around negative people, negative news, negative information. You may feel like you want to change your hair or your look, or you're doing more working out, or you're sitting in the sun. But you are definitely going in the right direction with your energy, Tiffany. And there's an ancestor waiting for you at a certain point of your ascension who wants to move you forward. Some sort of like, basically this ancestor was an earth angel when they were alive. It feels like a, 3 or 4 generation ago grandfather on your father's side. Asia, that's a great question. Okay. How long does it take for your third eye to open? That's a great question. I'm going to answer that. That's a great question. Thank you. First of all, I love helping people with their psychic development, opening up the third eye, helping them with their psychic gifts. That's really a love of mine. And so I'm going to answer that in 2 ways. One, I believe that our third eye is open when we're born. That's why you're welcome, Love 22. The third eye is open when we're born. That's why you have these kids that come in and they'll say very profound things, or they'll be able to hear from the end of like, oh, I remember grandma so-and-so. And they're like, grandma so-and-so's been dead for 5 years. How do you remember that? So we're born with our third eye open, unless there's some extreme trauma or some sort of soul agreement not to have our third eye open as babies. But what happens over time is when our third eye shuts down. So 2 things that happens. One, we start to get, hey, Dorothy, come on in. We start to, our hormones, by the time we get to preteens, our hormones kick in. Hormones kind of lock you in. Hormones really kind of lock you into the 3D. It's like you start you start being, horny and start wanting to date, and, you start to feel your emotions more in a different way. We're moving into adulthood, so more pressures on us, society pressure. So what happens? It takes you out of your third eye. It takes you out of your feelings, your emotions, and your downloads into 3D. Okay, I got to go to school like this. I got to look this way. I want to date this person. I got to get my driver's license. All these life goals, and we don't get to play and be creative. So that stuff sort of starts to shut down the third eye. To open it back up, everyone's on their own timeline. But what I will say is, here's the things you can do to boost the opening of your third eye. Again, if you've paid, come into the room, say paid, your first name, and then tell me if you want a spirit message or tarot card pull or you have a direct question. Thank you guys for booking. let's talk about how you can open up your third eye very quickly. I'm talking to IG and YouTube at the same time. Okay, thank you, Dorothy. No problem. I know your name. Dorothy, give me, tell me where you're located. To open up your third eye quicker. Now, nobody's going to want to do it. Y'all not going to want to do it. Should I say it? Okay, I'm going to tell you. So number one, abstinence. Now, if you're married, that's different. But if your husband is toxic or your person is toxic, abstinence from other people. Rhode Island. Thank you, Dorothy. Abstinence, detoxing from all meat products. So just doing fresh juices, fresh salads, and detox from all meat products. Listening to third eye opening meditations, and then like working with like my toolkit or different books that help you develop. Working not with traditional tarot cards, but oracle cards, where it's just the word and an image, and then you can ask for downloads. Praying in the mornings and at night in meditation, talking to your spirit team, setting up some sort of spiritual altar, either with your ancestors or spirits that you want to work with, will help you. And then also trusting your intuition. Now, you can also test your intuition. You can play psychic games. There's psychic games you can play and download online. I call it the driving test. You go to it somewhere, you have a destination in mind, you turn off the GPS, you get to a fork in the road, and you say, which way should I turn to get to my next destination? And you keep doing that and keep doing that for at least 20 minutes and see if you get there. Follow that intuition. If you do this for 6 months, but let's say at a minimum of 3 months, you'll start to notice that your intuition is picking up. Wearing a lot of purple amethyst crystal. Your chakras, doing a lot of chakra balancing. So you can get your own sound tuning forks and play those, or you can listen to chakra meditation music at night. Also, body products. Like people always compliment me on my skin and like, what do you use? Nothing. I don't even wash my face every day. Honestly, I live alone. Whatever. Okay, I do brush my teeth. I have a thing with teeth. So like getting rid of anything unnatural on your skin, right? I do shea butter and black soap head to toe. Getting away from chemicals, chemical foods, plastic, stuff like that. But if you do those third eye opening meditations, you detox, you abstain from like sex with like people that you're not in a relationship with. Listen to that third eye meditation, do your chakras, and you start playing those intuitive games and pull oracle cards and just try to ask for downloads instead of meditation and prayers. That boosts your third eye. And you can set the intention. I want my third eye back open. I want the power of my third eye. Okay, Dorothy, let's see a message of spirit. Thank you for that question, Asia. That was great. Rhode Island, message for Dorothy. Let's move the energy around a little bit. Message for Dorothy. Dorothy, I'm hearing from your spirit team. This is coming in from your father's side. It feels like your grandfather, great grandfather, or an uncle. Actually, it feels like 3 gentlemen here. For you, Dorothy, they say you're doing a good job, but you need to work on your self-confidence and your self-esteem more. It feels like over the years, I don't know if if you've had a shift in your aesthetic and your look, or if you've just been like kind of browbeat by life, but it feels like you need to work on your self-esteem and self-confidence. And you also, if you're wearing a lot of dark colors all the time, stop that. They want you to wear lighter colors, like gray, whites, pinks, purples, bright yellows. So Dorothy, if this resonates, excellent. It's always time to change and shift. Dorothy, here's some recommendations. Sitting in the sun, especially letting the sun beam onto your forehead, beam onto your belly, like putting your belly out and your chest out. It says, oh yeah, okay, great. Thank you for confirming that. Also, Dorothy, wearing crystals like citrine, any yellow or gold crystal, iron pyrite and citrine. And finally, Dorothy, working on that solar plexus chakra. Asia, that was the message I got for you, my darling. So no, that's it. But I gave you a timeline. Yeah, that's the same message. And I guess maybe you're not listening to it or doing what you need to do, Asia. I don't know. And so Dorothy, you need to also work on the solar plexus. So listening to solar plexus meditations and sacral chakra meditations. I like Meditative Mind on YouTube. On YouTube, they have a chakra series. They have all kind of chakras. Listen to them at night and wear iron pyrite and citrine, Dorothy. The other thing I'm also hearing, Dorothy, is that if you have any negative self-talk that you do, Dorothy, you got to catch yourself. We all do that sometimes, but you got to say, oh, no, that's not true. Or even if it's true, okay, that's a temporary situation. Or even if it's a permanent situation, well, I already know that. So I don't need to say it, oh, you just had a baby. Congratulations. So yeah, so that's the other thing, Dorothy, you just moved through a new portal of your life, right? I think it was Cree Summer did an interview. I forgot the girl's name. I think her name is Shannon. And Cree was talking about how in some cultures, when a woman has a baby, before she has a baby, or right after she has the baby, they go out and have a funeral for the old version of herself. They go out and do all these things out in the forest to say, We will miss our friend, but now we have a new friend, because often what's not acknowledged is that when we're, especially as women, we've given birth, we are different. We are completely, forget the aesthetic, we are different. You've just opened up your portal. As women, we're portals, we're gods. That's why everybody wants to be a woman right now. Anyway, so Dorothy, work on that solar plexus and read books. Yes, you're tingling, Dorothy. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Yes. You want to read some books on like getting back into your energy, but expect that yourself is different, Dorothy. And I don't know if this is your first child, but this child in particular is very powerful, Dorothy, that you just had. So you just pushed out a star seed, which a star seed is a different energy and vibration to carry and to nurture and to grow. So it definitely takes it definitely, my ancestors are coming in right now. I don't know why. It definitely takes a different version of you. Other thing I'm hearing, Dorothy, is being mindful of meat products at this time, especially anything processed. Okay, Asia, yes, it sounded similar, but I think what I was seeing this time is the timeline for you, Asia. But also what I was getting, Asia, with that is that you need to get on it. Like, time is of the essence. There might be a situation where your job changes or you don't have the income that you're used to. So Asia, you need to get on it now. There is time of the essence. Okay. When I was having her, I kept seeing things moving. That's wonderful, Dorothy. I love that. Congratulations on the baby. It's a girl too. That is wonderful. If you're over on Worry, you jump in for a reading, come to YouTube and you go to axi.com and book a session. I'm just on Instagram because I have a lot of people on Instagram. Oh, hi, Worry. I got a surprise for you, Worry. I'm gonna DM you. Worry. I got a surprise for you. Yeah, Dorothy. So that's amazing. She's a very special child. I love babies, newborns. I was out with my friend and her newborn. Well, no, he's not a newborn anymore. But she was telling me how they develop so differently. So when he was a newborn, he came to me quite easily. He rested on me. But I just saw him a week or two ago, and he's now, I think, 6 months, and he's so different. And he was teething, and she didn't have his teether, so he wouldn't really come to me like that. I was like, you told me I had two babies in my auric field, a girl and a boy, but the girl came first. Great. Oh, good. Okay. Oh, you guys, should I do like moving? Asia, you need to start reading. Start reading. Get on TikTok and just start reading. I don't care if you have to use the booklet. Just start reading. You need, what Spirit is saying is you need to start doing your reading so that you can be this nomadic lifestyle. Because once you start going out in the world, you're going to meet a lot of people that's going to be very important to your life. So that's why. So Asia, that's why. And I think that's why they keep having you come back to me, Asia, too, why you feel attracted to me, because I've lived this lifestyle. This is a lifestyle I live, so I can tell you that's exactly what you can do. But Asia, what I'm feeling, and I'm just giving you a little bit more so you don't feel shortchanged, but also because it's flowing. My ancestors are knocking at my energy. I don't know why. Asia, you are delaying. You're scared to like start doing readings. You're scared to move into it. You're delaying it too long. So let's go. Okay, she is. We've been communicating, especially when I was 6. She was like, she needs to come because she got to teach me some things. Oh, that's wonderful, Dorothy. Dorothy, that's amazing. So you're already able to communicate with her. That is amazing. That is amazing, Dorothy. Asia, let's get started. Get the party started. Get the party started. That is amazing. Okay, Shantae, every time I be ready to get off here, people here, people come. Never fails. Yes, Asia, don't be afraid. Don't be, because Asia, you've done this. You're so happy, Dorothy. I'm so glad. Yeah, you feel good. Asia, you've done this in many lifetimes, so you don't have to be afraid. Bethlehem. And thank you, Zakia. And what is Bethlehem? But what's my other teacher's name? Oh my god. Medium. Asia, if you DM me, I'll give you teachers who still teach like on the phone and Zoom. Shantae, come on in. Beth Lane was the first teacher I worked with. She's amazing. It's been a long time. I mean, it's been, oh man, I worked with Beth in 2013. So it's been, 11, 12 years. Shantae, come on in. Come on in with your question, Shantae. Yeah, Asia, you're just scared to get started. That's why they told you again. But I Listen to me. I don't, when I do readings for people, my readings are accurate, and I don't bullshit, guys. You know, and if I push you, it's because I'm really seeing it. Okay, that's fine, Shantae. Hi, Sahir. Okay, what would you like to have, Shantae? Would you like, or Sahir, would you like a tarot card reading? Would you like, hi, would you like a tarot card reading? You have a direct message, or do you want a spirit message? Hey, Cameron Dada. Hey, Lauren Nash. I don't know if you guys are even still here. If you would like a reading, come over to YouTube. That's Psychic Zaya on YouTube, and then you can book and get a reading for $25. And here's another thing, Asia, because I know I know exactly where you're sitting. Because I believe it or not, you guys see how talented I am. I did not want anyone to know I was gifted. I did not want people. I don't know. Now I think it was childhood stuff. I think I was to be honest, I think some binding work was done on me as a child to make me not like my gifts. Niggas. Anyway, what can you do when you're raised by witches and warlocks and the hidden enemies? Ha ha ha. But I really didn't want anyone to know about my gifts because I worked in fashion, and I had my little brand going, and I was known for my fashion and my entertainment. I had my whole lifestyle, and I was like, I just was getting hit with so much spirit. Okay, sorry, I just got a message. All right, guys, I'm gonna be on here about another 5 minutes, and then I got to get off. Shantae, honey, did you need a spirit message? What kind of, oh, you want a spirit message? Okay, Sahir, thank you. Let's see, spirit message. Spirit message for Sahir. Sahir, I'm hearing that you need to work on it. You're doing a good job. Sahir, Shantae, I'm going to say, Sahir, you're doing an excellent job, but you do need to work more on your healing. There's some emotional healing there that needs to be taking place, Sahir. I'm hearing start with your meditations, like listening to meditation music. Listen to Meditative Mind on YouTube. They have 8-hour long meditations. Just listen to them while you sleep. The other thing is Sahir, get into crystals, start wearing crystals. So Sahir, I'm hearing that you're also an empath, which is quite a sensitive soul. Okay. Oh, you're a healer. Okay, wonderful, Sahir. So Sahir, let me go a little deeper for you. That's wonderful. So let me hear a little bit more while they're saying this. I guess Sahir, it's time for you to do your next level of healing. I'm also seeing, Sahir, that you have too much energy attachments from your clients still on you, that you have to find a deeper and different way to cleanse. You may have to like hire a Reiki healer and someone to cleanse you after every session, or make an 8-hour take for you, just for you and your energetic field, to clear you while you're sleeping. But I'm seeing attachments on your chakras and on your auric field. Not bad attachments, not like demonic entities or anything like that, but just more like, things that you need to clear. You have to go deeper as a healer side here, and wear bigger crystals, and maybe even wear crystals in your underwear. Okay. I'm hearing that. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to drop off because my angels are telling me it's time to go. You got that. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to drop off. The replay will be here. All right, everybody. Thank you. Good night. Zaki, I'm going to hit you on the DMs.